So how do you build that foundation and make sure people aren't thinking this is just about a weight loss program because it's not? How, what things do you focus on and get people to focus on so that doesn't become the issue?
We started out with our schools. We started a program called Fit Worth in
Oh,
combination with UNT Health Science Center and Fort Worth ISD, and then we gradually added in some of the other schools. Because if you can get people's kids engaged, you can get them engaged more often than not. And we would go and we had contests, their PE teachers ran it, and they had contests for prizes, and they had cooking classes for them. What many of these kids go home alone, they're latchkey kids, and they need to figure out shouldn't just go grab the least healthy. So they had classes to teach them to cook healthy snacks. But the kids got real engaged in some of the running clubs. We had running clubs, and I would go run with them, and some of my staff would go, and they liked to compete. They wanted to see if their school, and part of it was a family challenge. We did these running clubs, and they had a chart they had to fill out, but they had to get a parent to agree to help them with it. And I remember we'd been doing it about 6 months, and I ran into a girl at the grocery store, and she said, "I don't know whether to hate you or love you." I said, "What are you talking about?" She
yeah.
said, "My son came home 4 months ago with his running challenge from his school that said Mayor Price's Healthy Challenge, and it's a running club." She said, "And he said, his daddy or I have to commit to help him 3 days a week, 20 minutes a day at minimum." And she
Wow.
said, "So here I am with 2 kids and homework to do and business to do, and I'm trying to cook dinner." And he's going, "Mom, come on, we got to go outside and take a walk. The mayor says we have to take a walk." And so she said, "We got to where we walked every afternoon, and then the weekends we'd ride our bikes, the whole family." And she said, "It's very rewarding." And she said, "At first it was very frustrating, but the kids were adamant about it." And then she told me a story that really moved my heart. She said, after we'd been going for a couple of weeks, we got to looking at one of the houses down the street from us where there's an elderly couple lives, and they hadn't picked their paper up for a week. She said, "I finally went up and knocked on their door and said, 'You're not picking your paper up. Do you guys need help?' And she said, 'We live alone. We have no one. And my husband's been sick, and I can't even pick up the paper.'" And so
Wow.
they formed a neighborhood group. It's really about building neighborhoods and building communities and